Welcome back, everybody, to episode 24 of Space Engineers. My name is Lainey from Nerdlette Gaming, and here we are, still in Triton. Now, I fixed whatever was going on with the ship. If you noticed last time it said we were almost out of fuel or something, it was just the reactor was offline. I don't know why I put it offline. I guess so that the ship would run mostly out of solar power. But as we descended into the planet, I turned on my atmospherics, and I guess the solar panels were not enough. It doesn't matter because we landed just fine. And today's goal is to get started on the build. Now, I don't know which mountain I'm going to pick. I have moved the ship closer to this one because we're going to be using the ship as our base of operations. I mean, it has storage, it has assemblers, it has everything we need. So we most likely will just use the ship for now. I have quite a bit of components to use, so I'll go ahead and use those as well. And we're gonna get going, possibly get digging. But I think today's mission is to get the outside done. Now, this is a large project. It's not going to be a large base, at least not in my head. It is going to have a nice crafting area. It's going to have nice storage, but it's going to be a small base like our old base at the Earth-like planet. It's not going to be anything gigantic, at least so far in my head. However, I do want it to have a pretty large hangar because I want to be able to leave all my ships here. I want to be able to refuel here. In the future, I would like to live mostly in space or in a space station or something cool like that. I don't know, or an asteroid. We'll think about it. But I want Triton to be my home. So the goal for today is to make a hangar entrance to our mountain base. And hopefully we'll get the exterior done today because that is very important and it's going to take us a really long time, knowing me. So I'm going to try to get the exterior done fully today. And then we'll be working on the interior and the crafting area because those are going to be more expensive components. You know, the refineries are much more expensive than just blocks. So we're going to do the cosmetic exterior at the moment. And then we'll be working on the hangar and how it leads to the larger hangar and the crafting area, which is basically what this space is going to be. It's going to be a nice crafting area, nice storage, and mostly storage for vehicles. So all my ships are going to stay here unless I'm driving them. And as we had discussed previously, we were going to have a huge landing pad for all my ships. And that's still going to be the case. But I would like a little hangar going into the mountain, so I can put all my little ships like this guy or my miners or my welders or whatever ships I ride and so on. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments what you would like to do with the base. But for now, let's get started. Let's get going with some building. Alright guys, the frame is mostly done and some of it is welded up. But as you can see, we have the shape. We have the interior. This is going to be a runway of sorts for our ships to come in and out. And then on the other side where it gets a little bit thick over here, we're going to make an interior base over here to park our small ships. That's our little welders, our little grinders, miners, and all those little ships that we're working with. I removed the turbines on the side because it didn't make much sense. At the end of the day, they were kind of on the way. These stayed here because we still need some power, right? To test out some things like the doors whenever we get them up and all of that. But these are temporary, so don't look at them too much. They're just here for the time being to give us a little bit of power, but we're probably going to end up grinding those down. The other one was interrupting the curve of the building. This one is not. So I left it there for now. But, you know, like I said, these are going to get removed, so don't get in love with them. But as you can see, the building is starting to take shape. It's starting to look really, really good. I did increase my personal inventory a little bit so I could hand weld this because we didn't bring our little welder from the other planet. And without it, it's going to take forever to do this. So I didn't do a creative mode or anything. So it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna have to hand weld this all by myself. So yes, I increased my inventory a little bit, and we should have an easier time of doing that. For my observatory, or for kind of my little base, what I might do is on the side of that, I might make like a little tunnel up or a little staircase up. And then we can have a little nice balcony over there with some RP house and whatnot. But here is just the function of the base. And let's get this welded. It's going to be a little bit, but I will try to make it scenic for you guys. So let's get started. All right, here we have it. The finished product. Sorta. I hope you guys got to see a little bit of how this went down and how we did get everything prepared. Now, be warned, the lights here, the ones we have outside at the moment and the ones inside, are not adjusted yet. So I haven't adjusted color or I haven't adjusted range or anything. This is just vanilla settings, which isn't super exciting. But I did want it to be a little bit like a runway. So I think that works just fine. We probably need some lights at the top, but I wanted to leave it open just in case we needed to put some sensors and some other things. Plus, I didn't want it to look like disco. So yeah, I think it's working out. As you can see, the exterior is looking very, very icy indeed. We have put the little ice texture that comes with Triton as very appropriate since we are in Triton. It kind of makes sense that it would go with that texture. So there it is. Our base is actually frozen. So I'm very, very happy about that. I think it actually looks pretty cute. I'm going to be adding more lights and adjusting the light settings in the future because as you can see, there's no lighting here to the entrance of our base, but I have to account for a lot of things. There has to be a lot of sensors coming up next for the doors. So don't look at that quite yet. And these turbines are still there just to provide power for the base. They're not actually going to stay there. They're not even symmetrical, so please don't look at those either. But the outside of the base, I think it's looking quite spiffy. It's sleek. It's glorious. Yes. Now, obviously, there's blocks here that need to be filled in, but I will do that in the future. I kind of got bored of welding. It takes a long time. So I really hope you guys got to see all the detail that I did put into this. All the detail that went into the shape of the building. It doesn't look so intricate, but it actually really was. So the plan here, though, moving forward, is to combine these two hangars into a giganto hangar inside the mountain. So that's my idea here, okay? So think of these hangars not as hangars, okay? This is not where I'm going to park my vehicle. These are just going to be runways, okay? So they're going to be, yes, they're hangars technically, but they're going to be runways into a bigger garage, an enormous garage. All right, now I have added a little bit more detail over here as well. I fixed some of this because it was a different color. So what's happening is some of the walls were sharing the outdoor and the indoor. And so I couldn't keep the ice look without having the ice look on the inside. And I've also had to deal with that a little bit at the front, which I think I found a semi-ingenious way to dealing with that. So I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. But for now, there's just some detail in the back here, just to make it look like there's some continuity to this thing as it goes. Now, I don't know if I want to keep the box there. I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if that's really helping the design over here to have this whole chunk thing here. But I like the idea of a connector out here at the top. It's very convenient. So maybe we'll make it work, okay? Maybe we can even use this as a conveyor belt down there. So that would also give it a different purpose for it looking like it does. And maybe we'll fix the design around here at a certain point. But for now, I think it's looking all right, guys. Okay, it's looking symmetrical at the very least. And so let's get started with the interior, at least what I have finished so far. Now, today's goal was to finish the exterior, and I think that has been accomplished. Yes, we still need to make some turbines. We need to extend this and all of that. Okay, I understand. But as far as it goes, it's looking pretty nice. For now, I've added these button panels here. I've added one for this side and one for that one. They open both of them, so I really could open anything. These are the ones for this door, and these are the ones for that door. So let me show you guys. Let's start with these. So that should open it. Very nice. I will be adding some sensors. It's just for now. We have decided to do this. And here we are. Oh yes, it's not finished. Like I said, it was going to be working on the inside on the next one, and I am. Okay, so I haven't finished. We haven't dug this out yet. It's going to be a lot of work. I mean, realistically, I can only dig this out a little bit with the miner, and then I'm going to need to make some sort of piston system. Yeah, I'm going to be at this for a while, but I wanted to show you guys sort of the design inside that I've gone with at the moment. I've decided to go with black floors. I just really like them for runways because we can put lights on them, we can put letters in them, and they stand out quite a bit. Over here on the walls, we've gone with a silver theme. Don't ask me why, it's just kind of happened. So we're gonna go with the silver kind of thing on the walls here and a little bit of white in the middle just to give it a little bit of a difference. And this is gonna go along the whole runway. But moving on up, we're going to the interior over here. Yes, I know I said I was gonna only work on the exterior, but I got a little bit carried away, okay? And it was mostly because the walls outside would not match the inside. So if you notice here, this one is an outside wall. So, and I couldn't make it work. I tried everything. I really did. So what I decided to do is I decided to do this as sort of like a weird hydroponics area that needs to be really cold to work. So I've added all these plant boxes here. I don't know what other things I'm going to add here in the future. Maybe it will allow me to add something else, but I've even made the pipes frozen up there at the top to kind of keep it together like it makes sense. So hopefully this makes some sort of sense here in terms of why it's painted that way, but if not, then it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. It's just something to look at. I've made this red because I wanted to have some red accents in the room, as well as these planters and the couch are red. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's just some white, of course, and we have some interior walls at the top with some lights. Now moving on to the next area. Here we are. This is just the main entrance from the front here. So if you look, you come in here. We haven't placed any lights or anything here, like I said, but we'll deal with that in the future. And here leads to that other room that I showed you guys. And here it leads to an identical room on this side. I like symmetry. So everything's identical, same as this side. It's all the same. These are the sides to the hangars. And down here is going to be the door that's going to lead us down to the crafting area. Now, obviously hasn't been dug out yet, but it is going to be in the future. So I'll probably add a door here just to keep the same symmetry here. So it'll just be like a T over here. And then we'll dig down into a big crafting area / storage area. So I'm really, really excited about that. We'll be working on that another time. Oh, my energy. It's okay. We have a couch. So my future plans are to make this base incredible. And after that, we're going to work on a mothership or a battleship of some sort. So that's the plan for now. So leave your comments, leave your suggestions of what you would like to see, what you would like to see for the rest of this base. I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good. So far, so good. We just need to push on and finish it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Until then.